Once upon a time, we all learned a simple and universal truth about the library.
Fiction is fake, and non-fiction is, well, not fake.
Very good. But quick, pop quiz. Harry Potter.
Fiction.
Correct. Cookbooks.
Non-fiction.
Yes. Three Musketeers.
Fiction.
Correct. Three Little Pigs.
Fiction.
Incorrect.
Sorry, what? It is generally understood that things that are made up go into the fiction section, and only things that are not made up go into the non-fiction section.
But that's actually not true. I read plenty of fiction with more truth in it than non-fiction. Did you know Interview with a Vampire is based on actual events?
I mean, it's not, though.
It is.
But it's really not.
How else did they get that interview,
Good point. And that besides, just because books are shelved in nonfiction doesn't mean the information they present is real or accurate. Folklore and fairy tales are shelved in nonfiction section 398 because of their cultural significance. Plays by William Shakespeare are shelved in 822 under English drama. Even collections of newspaper comics, like Calvin and Hobbes, are shelved in the 741s, which collect books on drawing and drawings.
Oh, don't tell me Garfield isn't real either.
I have some terrible news. Even more deceitfully, many people from all walks of life and political perspectives have written books suggesting that the world would be much simpler and better for you, the reader, if you considered their opinions as hard objective fact. This is, of course, slightly muddied by the fact that everyone else is writing books about how certain they are that everyone else is wrong.
Which begs the question, who can we trust to provide a clear, accurate, and universally beneficial political manifesto during these turbulent times?
Me.
Oh?
Only me.
Oh no.
All of these books do have a rightful place in the non-fiction section, but I still like to refer to them as non-fiction.
What makes the difference between this non-fiction and actual fiction is the way it's presented.
You see, a piece of fiction doesn't claim to be factual information, where non-fiction of all flavors does, in one way or another.
So Calvin and Hobbes could be shelved in the fiction section if it weren't considered a collection of artwork. It stays separate from a graphic novel or comic book in that it gathers smaller complete stories instead of being part, or all, of a larger one.
Shakespeare's plays and poetry could be considered fiction as well, but their smaller collections, and granted status as literature separate from run-of-the-mill fiction, makes it easier to find and browse through plays and poems when they're shelved together, instead of having to hunt through the rest of fiction.
Fairy tales are shelved in nonfiction because magic is real.
And political writings Political writings are presented as a record of someone's ideas on a particular policy or figure. Even when the evidence they provide is clearly made up or misrepresented, they're displaying it as a perspective on reality, skewed as it might be.
Even Dan Brown isn't that bold.
So the rule really goes something more like this. Say it with me now. Fiction equals fake, and nonfiction equals not fake, except in cases of cultural significance or collected works or non-standard formats still considered literature, or matters of opinion that push the boundaries of representation of history and current events. And there are probably some more exceptions, but honestly, at this point, I cannot be bothered.
So you're really not going to fight me on the whole magic thing?
Frankly, we just do not have the time.
But that's actually not true. Well, I've played... You're really not going to fight me on the whole magic?
Fight me! Fight me! Fight me! It's like, this is really what Paris is like. Yeah. Okay. So
I'm sad.
You're sad. A representation of history and current events.
I stuttered like...
I think we've already got it
Yeah.
at this point.
I think it's not gonna get.
Yeah,
It's not gonna get any better.